So I'm gonna start this off with saying I love Star Trek Online. This is PS4 version, which is actually kind of disappointing because it doesn't pull in your characters from the PC version. Which I'd be playing the PC version right now if I had a PC. Well, a Windows PC, I should say. Unfortunately, I don't. So I've wanted to play this for pretty much 15 months almost now, because once my computer died, I haven't been able to play it. Now, I've only played around 200 hours on the PC, which is kind of a lot. But I've also probably put in close to $500 into this game. I'm not doing that on this at all. I have a lifetime subscription on the PC version, although I only paid $200, not $300 for it. And I bought a lot of ships and a lot of other stuff. That being said, let's just take a stroll through this and see how different it is. I'm guessing it's going to be a little harder for me just because I don't have my awesome ship that I have in that game. But we will deal with it. Tactical, obviously. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Never liked the hair choices. Huh. I'm not gonna go on. Wow. I honestly didn't. I don't remember all these options when I first made my character in the PC. Okay, we're just gonna change a few things here. Wait, what is this actually changing? Huh. Okay. I feel like a creep now. Oh, bus size. I don't know. stern. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll stay on that. Yeah, that's not much too much. Okay. That's a weird way of spelling Kimberly. Let's see, what should we call her? Actually, Kendall should have been good. Milda. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I kind of like Tessa. Sure. Oh, well, that's what I gotta change. Oh, wait, no, not X. Y. That. That feels about right. So, I hope this actually shows up on the stream, which I'm assuming is still working. But I kind of have to show this stuff off. Let's see here. So everything's on sale now. And if you're a lifetime member, which this is not an ad, do not buy a lifetime membership to any game ever, unless you're an idiot like me. Don't do it. Please, for God's sakes, don't do it. You get 500 of the currency, which Zen, a month, which I'm probably sitting at about 7,500 right now, which would mean I could get like these big packs of ships, or close to it. Now, I mean, they sell everything, like every single tier. You start at like tier 1 when you come, like when you first start out, and you just keep on going up, so you can spend a lot of money on this. And then they got officers, they got items. These master keys are a quick way to actually make money. And the auction house, just sell them. You can like usually make like 1,000,000 credits at least. Services, lifetime subscription, 25,000. which is kind of a lot of money. Character slots, I mean, it's your basic free-to-play stuff. Boosts, appearances, personnel. You can have pets, and you can have... I don't know if those... Wait. No, okay. It doesn't really matter. I can get these because PlayStation, and I linked it with my account. I'm guessing I don't get anything else. My character in online actually uses 7 of 9's uniform. My ships. Let's see here. So, nope. Ship that I have, that I'm currently using in that game, if I ever get back to it, is... God, where is it going to be? Oh, I had the Dauntless. That was the first ship I bought. One of the first ships I bought, because it's my favorite Star Trek ship ever. It showed up in Star Trek Voyager. It was like an alien ship that was made to look like a Star Trek vessel, and they actually took some of this technology from the ship to help them get back. I can't remember if this is where they got the transwarp ability from, or if it's just like the armoring. I think it's the armor, because it had some crazy ass armor to it. Where is the ship that I have? It's the Jupiter class. This is the one I use. It's a carrier. It's got 2... hopefully it shows it. Yeah, let's see here. Device slots for hangar bays too, so it's loaded with perjuring, how do you pronounce it? Which are kind of eh. I have some very good pets, basically what they are. I have the highest tier weaponry upgraded, all my stuff is upgraded on it. I have Borg things, which makes it look even cooler. It's, as you can tell by me just droning on about it, I really like this game. I really want a PC so I can play it again. But we'll play this for now. Let's see here, who do we gotta talk to?
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground, find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface. Assess the situation and look for survivors.
And
Not
they
so
talk.
fast. We can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. You'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
And it's, yeah, like, it's voiced. It's got actual characters from the actual Star Trek shows, and it's so cool. Like, they got 7 of 9, they had Leonard Nimoy? What am I supposed to do here? I feel like I'm... I keep on seeing a prompt, but it goes away in like 2 seconds. Oh, this could be really short. Oh. I'm supposed to scan something here. Something's supposed to be glowing. There it is. It has been a very long time since I played this.
Did you find a suitable landing area? Excellent. I've assigned Ensign Mears to your landing party. She's been to Taurus 2 before. Her insight will be quite valuable. Meet up with her and the others in the shuttle bay. Don't forget to grab a phaser in the armory on your way. From what I've read in Jim Kirk's report, Taurus 2 can get a little rough.
That's what I was looking for.
Ensign Tarsi, reporting for duty. The captain's asked me to make sure you get back in one piece, and I intend to do just that. Let's see. M-class planet. Barely. The Taurians are big, primitive, and quick to anger. I'd keep my phaser handy if I were you. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me to the armory, we can make sure your phaser is properly calibrated.
I don't think all of it's supposed, but a decent amount.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
Good shooting, Lieutenant. That should be enough. Unless you want more practice.
It's kind of funny that an ensign is teaching a lieutenant how to shoot. Flores. Did I really just run right by her? Apparently I did.
Ensign Mears, reporting as ordered. I'm ready when you are. Though I can't say I'm happy to see Taurus 2 again. I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2. Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive. Thank you. You can see why I'm reluctant to return to such a place. Yes, of course you're right, Lieutenant. I am a Starfleet officer, and I will perform my duties. You can count on me.
It's essentially raining and snowing outside at the same time. Like a really thick snow, which is kind of cool. Although, apparently not so good for some people further north from me.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Need more. Now, we don't stay in the original series that long. This is... I think you become a temporal agent or
It's
something
just as
like
grim
that.
as I remember it here. My skin is crawling. I can't help but feel like the creatures are out there, watching us, waiting to attack. Right. Okay. It appears the ship crashed somewhere north of here. There are 2 paths from here that lead to the crash site, and there may be survivors on both. I recommend you take Alpha Team along the northwestern path, and I'll take Beta to the northeast. We'll rendezvous at the main crash site.
There's a lot of time travel in this
Remember,
game.
your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective. To sprint, press and hold the left stick while moving.
Is that a warp nacelle? Wow. Big. Definitely Federation tech here. What's left of a shuttlecraft's coolant assembly, according to my tricorder. There's your crashed shuttle. What's left of it anyway. Look, someone's over there. I think they're hurt.
by movement or combat.
Can I have a word, Lieutenant? Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma. Those valves should shut down the vents, though.
That's what's gonna heal me. Yeah. No, that doesn't do it apparently. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Thank you.
Okay.
We need to
It's a
move.
little
Those
weird at
things,
times.
they're out there.
It's the Gorn.
Flores, look out!
Whoa! I don't think you need to scan what happened to him. He kind of got something thrown into his back.
What do they feed these things? Never mind.
Braun Strowman. I'm trying to remember how old this game is.
I'm Dr. Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying the Murasaki effect. Well, I was before the ship crashed. I was looking for supplies when that thing roared. Got distracted and then that plasma coil blew. Damn near killed me. You're telling me we should get those supplies back to camp. Dr. Mueller's probably worried sick about it by now.
This game is 8 years old. I played it when it first came out. Back then it was your typical, hey, we're gonna charge you a monthly fee. Then they realized, oh, yeah, we're not World of Warcraft. So my character that I actually play is, well, when I was able to play on the PC, is the original character that I had when I started. Which has a lot of crap to her.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those monsters. Those supplies you brought will come in handy while we wait. Just put them over there for now. You know, I think there's some old phaser rifles in there. Might come in handy against those creatures.
There are some rifles in that crate. We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
Wait,
You need
you
to
want
equip
me
your
to
phaser
shoot
rifle.
this?
To do so, press the Options button and select the Captain option under the Ship and Crew heading. This is your character. Here you can see your equipped items and devices. Select any item slot. You can also view your ship's equipment, as well as the equipment being used by your bridge officers.
The targets are ready, Lieutenant. Let the survivors start shooting. And give them some pointers.
Wow, thanks. That feels a lot better.
I get it. That gives me a lot more control.
They're right behind me.
There's actually... This is more of the active kind of combat.
Heads up! The Taurians are attacking!
I tend to use the normal MMO stuff in the PC version. So, for PS4, it works pretty well.
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Taurians will be back, and in greater numbers.
I don't know, this guy seems to be perfectly fine.
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer. We've got to fall back to the wreckage. I might have an idea. Shut the doors! They're right behind us! Okay, last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that off here?
Wasn't just the button I just used to shut the door. Multi-purpose.
You did it! Lieutenant, it worked! Bless you, Scotty, wherever you are.
Yeah.
I think we owe you a very nice bottle of scotch. The Taurians ambushed us. I managed to escape, but the others, they've been taken. We've got to do something, and fast!
I was thinking, we can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
They also have a new, like, they do like Caesars kind of things, and I think they're kind of getting into DS9 stuff now. I think like the Jem'Hadar is actually going to be a playable class, or race, or faction, or something like that. And I got different people from DS9 to be in it.
Thanks for coming back for us, sir. We owe you one. Pretty sure those things were gonna have us for dinner.
Fascinating. The Taurians appear to be in a late Stone Age state of development.
Now isn't the best time for an anthropology lecture, Skial.
Am I seeing things? Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are Klingons doing on Taurus 2? Looks like they are in the mood for questions, Lieutenant. Is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data. Huh. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt. Sure, Klingons are good at fighting, but computers aren't their strong suit. And voila! One Klingon pad, unlocked and ready for your inspection.
Captain Core, your plan has worked perfectly, sir. Many ships have fallen into our trap. We've snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far. You'll be pleased to hear that we're picking up a Federation cruiser on long-range sensors. Constitution class. Time to hunt bigger game. Glory to the Empire!
Looks like the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant. A pretty potent combination. The captain's definitely going to want to hear about this.
Yeah, this game isn't that hard. I think it's actually even easier when you have like a lifetime subscription. Cause like you get more experience and stuff like that.
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to get us back to the ship. Are you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Actually, what level am I right now? Level 2. I think I've done this
We
before.
made it. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a shuttle bay.
I think it was like already
I
level
admit
5.
I had my doubts in the beginning. Didn't think I'd hold it together down there. Every time I heard those things roar. But here I am. Thanks for believing in me.
Bridge to shuttle bay. Please respond. We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck. Start with the engineering lab. You can bring our plasma relays back online. After that...
I'm remembering an old Earth adage about leaping from frying pans into fires. Your orders, Lieutenant?
I'll cover you while you clear out the lab, Lieutenant.
Shut down our primary plasma conduits. Get them running, fast. Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary power restored.
Watch out! More Klingons!
Flanking damage detected.
Great work. Secure engineering next, if you can.
We've cleared the rest of the deck, Lieutenant.
Bridge to engineering. Please respond. Nice work. Internal sensors showed you have secured the engineering deck. Check the power relays for the weapon systems. Looks like the Klingons fried them during the fight.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
Too much orange and yellow.
Weapon power relays are up and running. Charge all phaser banks. I need you on the bridge, Lieutenant.
Sir, incoming transmission.
Shouldn't that be comms? Nope, don't sit on the chair. Nope.
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
Good work, Lieutenant. The Klingons will think twice before they try to board this ship again. Now take the helm. We need to get to a friendly sector.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in 2 nearby satellites. I'm thinking they're broadcasting the distress signals that lured in our ships. Bring us in close so we can scan them and find out.
Press up to increase your ship speed. Press down to decrease your ship speed.
This is where this game is actually really cool.
Science report coming in now. The satellites are using a triaxilating signal. It's strong enough to cut through the interference and reach ships outside the nebula. Clever. Almost a shame we have to blow them up, isn't it?
Use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded.
Nice work. One down. One to go. Looks like this one's shielded.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Hold the up button to activate and deactivate full impulse. Use your phaser beam to reach a shielded target. Use your torpedo on an enemy when their shield is down. You must be out of combat to answer the hail. The red alert message at the top of your screen will indicate if you are in combat.
Can you hear us? We're under attack by Klingon raiders. Our shields are buckling. Won't last long.
What the hell? Ah.
Warning. Shield is under attack.
Thanks for the help. Our engines are offline. Could you transfer some energy and get them started again? Thanks for everything. Good luck with the Klingons.
Lieutenant, I've made some modifications to our torpedo launcher. I think you'll like the results.
Turns like a tank.
Press the circle button to activate your torpedo. Increase the power of your next torpedo.
Your head, decorate my bridge!
More Klingon ships detected on long-range sensors, sir.
Fire!
Ship is under attack.
Also gotta be
This is
careful
the
that
USS Enterprise. Acknowledge, please.
you're not in the blast radius, because that can do some good damage to your ship.
So, the cub comes to fight beside the wolf, eh? And now you will die with him as well. over, Kirk. I will avenge myself upon you and your lackey.
It's the Enterprise.
Thank you for your assistance. Congratulations.
Looks like we're done. Starfleet Command wants us and Enterprise back for a debriefing on this mess. Helm, set a course for Earth space dock. Warp factor 3.
Should have paid more attention to that screen. I could have said, yeah, this is what you get.
Captain Garrett wants to see you in his office, Lieutenant, but he says to feel free to mingle with the other officers first. I'd take him up on that if I were you. I mean, how often do you get the chance to meet the crew of the Enterprise? The best of the best.
Actually, I am kind of curious if I'm missing out on... Let's see what you get. Huh. I don't remember getting all that stuff, but... Yeah, bonus inventory and respec. Special fireworks, which is kind of pointless. Borg, Talaxian, Captain's Table, which is pointless. Costume insignia, veteran uniform pieces, priority login, which this game isn't that busy. 5% skill point, officer, that's actually kind of good. Crap load of titles. Okay, so maybe not actual. XP bonuses, but yeah.
We were in Starfleet Academy together.
Yeah, this is a little weird because they get just like voice from the show. Come on, let me talk to Sulu.
May the great bird of the galaxy bless your planet.
That was some fine work back there, friend. It's not every day one walks away from a brawl with the Klingons. You look familiar. If you don't mind me saying so. Have we met before? Ah, must be my imagination then. You meet a lot of folks serving in Starfleet, to be sure. By the way, I heard you ran into the local wildlife on Taurus too. Right unfriendly devils, aren't they? I won't be forgetting those gigantic spears anytime soon. Look me up sometime. We'll have a drink and share some caveman tales.
Not actually James Doohan, or Doohan, how do you pronounce his last name? Who played Scotty, obviously, but it's one of his sons, I believe, that did the voice for him.
If you're going into the lion's den, you'll need a medical officer.
It's been a pleasure working with you. I didn't enjoy going back to Taurus too, but we got the job done thanks to you. Starfleet First Officers must be my good luck charm. Captain Garrett has requested me for a new logistics position here at ESD. Might not be as glamorous as the Final Frontier, but I've accepted. Until next time, good luck out there.
It's snowing even harder now. There's Uhura. Walk right by.
Lieutenant Uhura of the Starship Enterprise.
Thanks for coming. I have some good news to share. First off, Fleet promoted me to Admiral. I'll be working with Deep Space Command on several exploration initiatives there. Our ship's going to need a new captain. I've talked it over with Command, and they agree with my recommendation. You. Congratulations, my friend. I know this ship will be in good hands once I'm away. Don't think you've gotten rid of me, though. I plan on keeping you plenty busy out there.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. Every generation, Starfleet officers hear the call of duty. Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground could end this conflict, but there are many who oppose peace. If the Federation is to be saved from chaos, new officers will need to take up the task of restoring peace. Live long and prosper, Lieutenant.
Yes, they actually did get Leonard Nimoy to do, like I said, voice work. I think this was one of the last things he did.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You should talk to while visiting Earth Space Dock. Speak with the tailor to customize your appearance. After that, speak with the ship vendor to claim a shuttlecraft. Hello. I don't...
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
Yeah, it's kind of, you can kind of pretty much change what you look like at any time. Ooh, I'm in space. How do I get to my inventory? There it is. No, actually I should be able to do something. Not going to care too much. Too busy looking at the snow outside. It's snowing pretty good. It stops for a little bit, and then it picks up, and then it stops. That's the right seat. Yeah, and they got these fleet things, which are basically just bigger, like, more upgraded versions of Tier 6. Which is kind of what I want.
Your objective locations can also be found on your compass, as well as your mini-map.
But you have to be in a fleet that has the ability to do it.
I know that being a starship captain is a big responsibility, but I believe you're up to the task. If you feel that your ship is ready for its next mission, I can give you new orders. Stay safe out there. Ever hear of Edron 4? Jim Kirk got into a tussle with a Gorn there and barely lived to tell the tale. Both the Gorn and the Federation have teams there now. I'd like you to back our people up in case the Gorn decide to engage in a little cowboy diplomacy. Stay safe out there.
Beam the ship. Wait, nope, nope. Okay, apparently this guy's still on.
You are now in Sector Space. Sector Space is the main overworld map of Star Trek Online. From here, you can travel to different planets and systems. Sector Space is a no-combat zone.
Ensign Hunter, welcome aboard. I'm Security Chief Tarsi. Settling in okay?
It's going to take a little getting used to.
I can imagine. You'll be working with me in security, so if you need anything, just ask.
Thanks, Chief. I appreciate it.
Hey, don't mention it. Us red shirts stick together, right?
Right. You can count on me, Chief.
Oh, that dude. The guy that said, right, you can count on me, Chief. That's... he's gonna be important, if I remember correctly. His story goes to weird places. Really wish I had transport. Sit here and wait. getting there. Slowly but surely.
Welcome to Edrin 4. I'm Bridget McKinnon, CO of the USS Zhangha. Glad you could join us. My science teams are on site and conducting initial surveys. Apparently, this place is quite the geological marvel. We're not the only ones present, though. Our friends from the Gorn hegemony aren't terribly chatty, but so far they're keeping the peace. Well, I'm sure my people wouldn't mind an extra hand down there on the geological marvel. Feel free to join the party.
Transporter room to bridge. The geological team, supplies, and gear are ready to beam down to Edrin 4.
Select the members of your away team from the away team selection screen.
Ah, there you are. Better late than never, huh? Ensign Stavrin, Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Lovely planet we've got here. Charming, even, if you're fond of heat and rocks. Still, it's not a complete wash. To say this place is mineral-rich would be an understatement.
Yeah, we were. Still got that weird filter.
Is showing some interesting mineral formations beyond this ridge.
This looks like a good place to start our scans.
Nice to see a report was spot on for once. The mineral deposits here are remarkably pure. This carbon deposit is unusually pure. Apparently, the Metrons don't prepare half-rate planets. Whoever gets the mineral rights to this planet will be pleased. Very pleased indeed.
Every time he says minerals, drink.
My readings indicate there might be dilithium on this planet. I'll need to take more scans to be sure. The variety of minerals in the topsoil alone is astounding. Either my tricorder is broken, or the soil here has an amazingly high concentration of sulfur. Mortar fire! We'd better head back to... Whoa! The mortars have closed off the pass! We can't reach the camp! Who would do this?
Look! Over there!
It's the Gorn!
Like, I didn't do anything, I just stand here.
Over there! There might be a way out of this infernal canyon further down the valley.
I should actually make sure which weapon I have is more powerful. 29.2, 29.4, 80.4, 62 DPS. Oh boy, yeah. Hey guys! Oh, just survey some.
We need a way out of this canyon, and I'm thinking that big rock up there is it. With a little Federation ingenuity, we can topple this rock with a makeshift bomb. Once it's down, we can walk across it and get back to camp before the Gorn use the Zhang Ha's science team as target practice. Have you read Captain Kirk's report on this place? We have all the materials we need here to make bombs. They won't be pretty like me, but they'll get results. If you can collect the materials, Ensign Hunter and I will work out where to place the explosives.
Behind us!
Wait, what? Even though there's all this bamboo here. Very specific bamboo. I think this can actually go in first person, but I can't remember how.
Right. Ensign Hunter and I will construct the bombs we need to bring down this rock across the canyon. That's the easy part. It's up to you to keep those angry Gorn off us while we work. Hope you're a good shot. Well, at least the Gorn are punctual. Keep them off us! Crush that coal up good, Hunter. Not like that. Finer. Careful with that. Potassium nitrate can react explosively with these materials. Now mix it with the coal. Carefully. I'd rather not get blown to pieces today, if you don't mind. We're just about done. Done! Now let's get these bombs in place.
The bombs are primed to blow. We should move to a safe distance.
Run away!
Fire in the hole!
I don't know, I still see a pretty big hole that you can walk through. Oh. Run, 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 run. Nope. I just want to jump, not bring up a memory. Oh. I guess that was the smart way to go. Yeah, okay, this is
Looks
actually
like some
like
corn came through here. We better hurry.
Like an instance map. For like a party of 5.
Thank you. Things were looking pretty grim there for a moment. The Gorn. They kept saying the deaths of their people would be avenged, but we didn't do anything. I haven't fired a phaser since the Academy.
And now we get to the space combat part.
Good to hear from you. Thank you for saving my people. We're making repairs, but it'll be some time before our engines are back online. We're picking up Gorn warp signatures on our long-range sensors here. They're... Thanks for covering us. The Gorn would have made short work of my ship otherwise. I owe you one. Slow but steady. Our warp drive is still disabled, but we're making progress. Thanks. I hate to ask, but something's bothering me. We picked up strange energy readings before the attack. It could be nothing. Sending it now. I'd start with the debris of the Gorn ship that was destroyed. There might be a clue there.
Shanghai, we're onto something. I ran a deep scan analysis of the Gorn debris. The results are damned peculiar. Gorn ships aren't as tough as a Tellarite design. But our scaly friends know a thing or two about hull placement. Whoever fired this shot knew exactly where to hit them. Not with the data we have now, but the science team just found another strange energy reading nearby. picking up debris from the Gorn ship, and some trace elements of weapons-grade plasma. Sir, I know who did this. It's the Romulans.
It's always the
I'll
Romulans.
shave my eyebrows if I'm wrong. It's the Romulans, I'm sure of it. There's more bad news. The Gorn are coming back, weapons hot. Orders?
It's the same ship as before. It doesn't look like they're back to full strength though.
Share this space equally, Federation. Your unprovoked act of aggression against our research vessel tells me otherwise. I see no Romulans, only Federation ships. Do you think me a fool, Captain? Most convenient, Captain. But I am unconvinced. Produce these Romulans that you claim destroyed our ship, or prepare to pay for your crimes.
Captain, I've got an idea. If we can generate a charged particle burst, we might overload their cloak.
Federation. The hegemony will remember the Romulan treachery today, and your assistance in exposing it. I propose we continue our joint surveys of Edrin 4 under a mutual non-aggression pact.
So there was another player on the field. Nice work out there, Captain. We'll be heading for the closest starbase soon, but we'll be back to finish our work here, along with the Gorn, I'll wager. I think the Romulans will take a pass, though.
I can't remember how long I should stay in this old episode series.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Hold the A button to bring up your Captain Commands menu, and then turn in the completed mission.
That's kind of funny. They have it voiced for an Xbox controller.
Good to hear from you. I've read Captain McKinnon's report. Sounds like things got a little rough on Edrin 4. Still, the diplomatic corps thinks your actions will make a difference in future talks with the Gorn. Well done.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
Okay, wait.
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both space and ground combat. Select any skill to see a full description of the best. Every skill costs 1 point of the same type to purchase. You will earn 1 space point every 1 level, and 1 ground point every 5 levels until you reach level 50. For each skill purchased, you will earn progress in unlocked paths. Every skill costs 1 point of the same type to purchase. You will earn 1 space point every 1 level, and 1 ground point every 5 levels until you reach level 50. For each skill purchased, you will earn progress in unlocked paths.
Oh, I'm ready.
You have obtained a resource from our current event.
Except, no, I haven't. Haha. Okay, ship. Okay. Okay, we should be a little bit stronger now. That will be right. Watching this still, I'm wondering if I should just work from home tomorrow. Or if my boss is even going to be able to get back. Kind of funny if kids have a school day in mid-April.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! Ah! This station came from the station! Ah!
Is the station from Bill and Ted attacking? Okay, not everything's waste.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected. Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to met, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status. Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned. They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote. According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer. As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance. I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Yeah, shit. I forgot what I had. It's 93.77.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
Nope. Nope.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Hey, buddy. I didn't get rid of that minigame. Okay. You do that minigame a lot.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty bugs out properly.
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting control from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
Can't you just auto-equip it?
This is one of the broken relays, right here. That one was easy. Just a few more to go. All right, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
I'm just gonna shoot him anyways.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. Wee devils that they are. I'll have this fixed up straight away.
I'd be more concerned about that.
That takes care of that. No trouble at all. This one just needs to use us.
Yeah. Get it up, get it up, get it up.
There we are. Good as new.
Enemy targets on sensors.
I should stop trying to shoot through the wall.
Now this may be a bit tricky.
Oh, there's too many people! Let me shoot the bad guy!
There we are.
Quit targeting the good guy. Target the bad guy. One more to kill.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Yeah. It's not much concern.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
We need to talk. Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Too bad she doesn't just say, shut up, Ensign, I don't believe you.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That didn't come. Looks like everyone's coming around. And the ships are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on? Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a monster I am has been disrupted. Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. We do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately. Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that. Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time. Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Now where do we go? Oh, that's right.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board, but they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You have a new captain power available in your radio menu. Press the L2 button to show all your powers. Use the left stick to navigate this radio menu. Press the L3 button to set your quick power and update the default captain power to use. Press the R2 button to activate a power directly from this radio menu.
We have a problem at Babel. Cord and rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage, and they're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Cordon sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you. There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain. Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
Ooh, headset weird. Still no consoles. Always good to shield to your healer. Guess I should have been doing that while this thing was actually moving. Oh. Wow. I'm watching the race in the background and just watched the leader get wrecked by a bunch of lap traffic. And he is done for the day. Good. At some point we'll get to the current date for this game.
All right. I appreciate your patience. I'm what's known as a temporal agent. It's my job to preserve the timeline. You helped me stop one temporal incursion at K-13. There's been another at Babel, and I could use your help with it. Welcome to the Temporal Ready Room. I use it to monitor the timeline. The Nakul have sent agents to a critical point in time. We believe they disrupted the Babel Conference in 2268 aboard the USS Enterprise. I want to send you back there to stop them. You'll be sent back to a point shortly before the conference begins. I'm sending one of our best temporal agents along. I believe you've met.
Check off.
Nice to see you again. It's been some time. For me, at least. For you, I see hardly any time has passed at all. It must be strange to see me looking, older.
Once you're on Enterprise, deal with the Nakul and make sure the conference proceeds as planned. You'll have a temporal transponder, which will allow me to communicate with you and bring you back. You'll also have these bioscanners. They're short range, but will detect the Nakul agents nicely.
Do the job right, and no one will know we were there.
Yeah, oh baby.
Thank you for coming, Captain. The situation at Babel shouldn't be happening. Something in the past has changed, and not for the better.
Let's begin by using Enterprise's sensors to look for signs of our time-traveling friends. The computer won't have any details on the Nakul, so you'll need to recalibrate the sensors manually on the bridge. Oh, and one more item to be aware of. Ensign Pavel Chekhov is currently on duty on the bridge, which is why I will be remaining here out of sight. As much as I would like to visit the bridge again, two of me in the same place would raise questions neither of us wants to answer. Let's get to work. I will check with you again after you are done on the bridge. I haven't worn this uniform for some time. It's a little snug. Nice work. I'm getting some readings from Deck 11, but I can't pinpoint them. Some sort of interference. We'll need to get close and scan by hand. Start with the mess hall. There are a lot of people coming and going there.
Like how nobody has any issue with me just wandering around. Whoa! I think he might be the one to worry about the most. Okay, never mind. He's okay?
Vulcan, I would speak to you.
Does seem unavoidable.
How do you vote on the Corridon mission?
Is there something I can help you with? I'm well aware of that. I'm weary of listening to the Tellarite ranting at the Vulcan. I'd like to retire to my quarters.
I'm a voice actor.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Looks like they're on the move. Though I'm still getting a lot of false readings on the sensors. Let's keep checking the deck. Like the old Russian saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1. Being here takes me back. It was quite a different time for Starfleet. Head back toward the reception. Head toward the observation deck. There he is. Wait, that's Ambassador Gav.
Okay. Kind of weird that I can't change any of these other ones.
Captain's wound is serious. He'll bleed out if we don't help him. Stabilize him, quickly. Dr. McCoy will be here shortly to finish the job. Good. It looks like the captain is stabilized. We need to move. I've detected Nakul technology in engineering.
Someone set a bomb in here. I cannot defuse and keep the mains online at the same time. Wait, Chekhov, is that you? You look older than me, laddie. And you, the last time I saw you was on Tarzana Station. Something was dodgy then, and it's more than a wee bit dodgy now.
It's complicated, Scotty. We've been sent back in time to keep the Enterprise from being destroyed. Aliens are trying to alter the future of the Federation. There's no time to explain. You have to trust us, old friend. We're here to help.
All right, lad. You can start by helping me keep this ship from blowing to pieces, and get rid of that bloody bomb, if you can. Divert power to the number 2 shield. Good work. Now check on that bomb.
Nope, 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 nope. Bomb. No time to relax.
Auxiliary power to engines.
Nope. Stop looking at the damn chair.
Good work. Now check on that bomb. Prepare teams to deck 11. Good work. Now check on that bomb. The captain's ordering me to cut the power? I see what he's about.
I feel like there's stuff that was missing.
That got him.
There.
We can't disarm this bomb, but we need to get to that Orion ship anyway. We can take it with us.
Why not just beam it into space?
We can't let that ship be captured. It has dangerous technology on it. Scotty, I need you to trust me. That ship needs to be destroyed. You can't tell anyone what happened here. It could damage the timeline irreparably. Besides, I'm captain now, so I technically outrank you.
All right, lad. I'll take you at your word. Once you're ready, I'll send you and that bomb over. Good luck to you. Energizing. Now, what's this?
Whoa, Scotty! Scotty getting frisky there.
The Orions will lock down their ship. We need to override their security systems. going to try to attach the bomb to the Orion ship's engine controls. I'll need you to cover me. See if you can hold them at the doorway so they can't shoot me in the back.
Except they don't really care and they just come running in anyway. Uh-oh. Fire and rescue? That's the best time to have an ambulance be going to somebody.
That was close. I'm glad I got you out of there in time. You're both valuable agents. Of course, no one will know what you've done today, with the exception of Commander Scott. That being said, this won't be the strangest thing he'll see in his career. Not by a long shot. Indeed. Comes with the job, I'm afraid. In the meantime, I can send you and Captain Chekhov back to your respective timelines when you're ready.
That was quite an adventure. I think you have the makings of a fine temporal agent, my friend. As good as it was to see Enterprise again, I have other duties to attend to. We're preparing for a very serious event, the Battle of Procyon 5. That conflict will determine the... Ah, but you don't need to worry about that now. Enjoy your time on the frontier of yesteryear, a time that will never come again.
Let's get out of here.
A lot could have gone wrong today. We could have lost critical figures in history. Sarek of Vulcan, James Kirk, and the crew of the Enterprise. The list is long. However, the timeline was preserved, thanks to you and Captain Chekhov. The Babel Conference proceeds as planned, and Corridan is admitted to the Federation. Well done. I'll continue to monitor the timeline for incursions. I hope I can count on you again when the time comes for action.
Tactical.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Ooh. Sure, I guess. Have anywhere to go. I do not. Am I not high enough level? That would be kind of funny, actually. I don't really know where to go. Guess we go in. I feel like something is not right. So I flew right back. I think this happened to me before. What the heck is going on? Okay. Well, let's go to Seoul.
Things are heating up with the
works.
Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does. Stay safe out there.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct. I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
I think that actually happened to me even in the PC version where I didn't get a mission and I forgot to do it and I was stuck for a while and was super confused. I think they're trying to actually plow the road out, or the driveway outside, which is kind of pointless since it's still snowing rather well. But it's easier to do it and keep up with it, I guess. I wish I wouldn't have gone to the opposite side of the map trying to figure out what the hell I had to do. Space is pretty, but it's pretty boring as well. Almost there. Almost there.
We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here. We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. We're taking a serious beating when we reach the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of war. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
This was a Tholian colony fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Shields have failed.
Over. One range. Left out.
Disable the Tholian flagship. Get trouble. Suppose you have any idea what's going on here. There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter. All right, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiant's crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. Good luck. I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Okay, let's equip everybody with that. Wait, do I actually need this right now? I can't remember. Oh, equip. Yep, never mind. Should read what I'm supposed to do. Change your way of doing this. So now then I'll just have to go back and put it all back on again. That's a pain in the ass.
Life signs. I'm detecting numerous knuckle life signs, and more are on the way. Knuckle reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert. Power levels on the flagship just spiked. Something's wrong. Now the Napoleons are deployed.
They didn't put like 10 chairs around it that I had to navigate.
Energy readings on the flagship are returning to normal. Whatever you did worked. Stop the ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity.
leave us to our final task. You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
I don't know. Send Poe after him.
Continue to fight, Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change. And I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that. Here they come.
Pushing that fucking side to the thing. Stop moving. Will you just die already? I really wish I could just quickly change the target. Yeah, that one. think it's supposed to be open.
Federation, you have proven you are different, rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Nakul will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the Nakul Dreadnought!
Ramming speed!
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to make. I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation. For the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony convoy.
Gotta get people out of this spacesuit.
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay, oh, that's right. Sure, let's do that. come back to piss me off later. Almost done with this.
We have a situation in the Caleb system. The Klingons are massing a battle fleet in that sector, and it's pointed at Federation space. I'm leading a force to respond to this aggression, and I want you to be a part of it. If they cross the line, we need to be ready for anything. Stay safe out there.
This is a pivotal moment in Federation history. The Nakul may attempt to disrupt it somehow, change the course of time. We'll need to look for signs of temporal flux. If they show up, we'll need to deal with them, no matter what.
I really should have tried to keep things a little bit closer together for this. Or at least give you a faster way to travel right away. Wake me when we get there. Actually, if I really wanted to be just delving deep into Star Trek, I could be playing Trexels at the same time. I played that way too much yesterday. Way too much yesterday. Thankfully, I haven't put any money in it, though. Doing my best not to. Though I really want Picard as my captain, and Riker as my first officer. I already have Worf and Crusher. I might get Troy as the counselor. I don't know. Troy was one of those characters in Star Trek that I found really attractive when I was young, and still kind of do. Though obviously she is growing older. I think it was over at my parents' house. They watch a lot of CSI and like that, and I swore it was one of those shows that she was in, and it surprised the hell out of me. And she was still hot too, which is a scary thing.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett aboard the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force. Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
Right. Who am I actually attacking? This one's Stay on target. Stay on target.
Target's shields have failed.
That was a sick drift.
Klingon ships. Decloaking? ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute
through time, don't you have all the time in the world? Hey guys! Nope, nope, nope. What am I doing? What am I doing? Nope.
This is the captain. There are intruders in the engineering section. Eliminate them immediately.
Oh. This doesn't let me plant that. Wow. You can shut up. Boss fight.
You need to finish them now. All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them now.
Noted. Though it seems we have other concerns now. I warned you, Core. Deal with this. Don't fail me.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you. Pity.
Yeah, his contract probably costs too much.
So you're the Federation Gloveflies who found their way onto my ship. A bold maneuver, to be sure. Bold or not, you remain insects. A minor nuisance to be exterminated, swiftly and without mercy. And in that way, we are alike, for we both are here to help ourselves. Today, I will take what I want in the Empire's name and use it to utterly defeat the Federation. And the Nakul, should the time for war come, we will meet them in glorious battle. But for now, our goals align.
Whoa! Flying knee just Kinshasa me or something.
A valiant effort, little fly. But it is over! Glorious!
Okay, apparently we don't even get to see him die. Yeah, I kinda have to. Can't even see what the hell is going on. You guys want to get out of here before I get freaking destroyed? Jesus Christ! Yeah, no kidding, when you got like 7 ships shooting at you. Well, this is what I hated about this mission. It's so BS. It's like, just get the hell out of there. Why do you take so long?
At least one Starfleet officer has the courage to die well. Coming to bombing.
Alright, give him hell! Except I can't really win this fight at all. I'm gonna die again. Well, here I go again. Although I'm supposed to die from what I understand.
I'm afraid you're dead. Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces. Your sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech, but your ship was lost with all hands. At least, that's what's in the history books. I've brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you a new identity. We have a speed training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in. I know this is a bit unusual, but you'll get used to it. Believe me when I say it's better than the alternative.
Now you have to be like Lilu. And all we need is love. You are defeated.
Welcome to Earth Space Dock. A busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My Harry Mudd costume took first prize last year. That being said, you're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
I guess I'm supposed to follow this line.
Security teams, report to docking bay 6.
lot more options now. Okay. Upper body. Oh.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Let's find something that I can actually wear. This doesn't cost any money. Good luck. Just going over here.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
I like how they even make you pay money for the next generation stuff. This one or this one? I kind of like this one more.
Priority contact on sensors.
I guess it is technically next generation. Yeah, we can take it a ship.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave at 0830 hours.
I wish I'd be alive long enough to ever one day kind of get to something like that. Where you're actually on a spaceship. I mean, I'll be dead long before we ever... If we even survive the next few years. Okay, tier 2. We can only get certain ones. Escort, cruiser, or science vessel. And each one has their own benefits. 2 4 weapons, 2 F weapons, base turn 15, base hull 13.5, 1.3 for shield launchers, 3 in the front, better hull but less shields. Why not? Gothic. That's kind of funny. Ah, that's...
Security teams, report to docking base.
Sure. And if they're on night, then you gotta spend money. Let's see if we can make this thing actually look better. Oh, I'm an idiot. I bought it, but I didn't actually. Wait. Not really much better, but unfortunately, am I even using plasma? Phaser, phaser, photon, phaser. It's the base loadout. I didn't even realize that. I thought it sounded familiar. Go from the Telemanaka to the Salamanaka. Maybe I should just keep on changing the first letter. Call the next one the Malamanaka. Kind of like the color.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew, one of Starfleet's best. I hope you're ready to get back out there. A situation has come to my attention, and I'd like you to look into it. I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance. Please talk to Malcolm Sissel in the shipyard. He will have more information about the missing vessel than I do.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Okay. Let's do this one mission and we'll stop. I wanted to get out of that kind of beginner zone. don't have anybody equipped to their stations. Now that I think about it. I have a tinier ship now. And now there's a lot more. It opens up quite a bit. My grandma, who is 75, or will be 75 this year.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship. Communications and life support failing. Cannot eject warp core. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
So, I bought my grandma a Kindle Fire, which will be her first thing that will be able to connect to the internet that she will probably ever own. She has refused to use a computer, so that'll be a fun thing to try to teach. I'm actually going to see if I can get her to play Minecraft with my parents, which is a very odd thing to be doing.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured. Taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
My mom found an underwater temple in Minecraft, and I told her, and she asked me how to get to it. And I told her just to make a little kind of mine shaft that she could go down by putting blocks around and getting the water out. She took that to a whole different level and pretty much cordoned off the entire portion of the ocean, so it's completely out of water, which is super crazy. Okay, I don't know why I just had me immediately beam over there, but... Oh, I gotta change everybody's uniform. Or maybe I'll leave them like that. Wait. Did I get new equipment? This is actually worse than what I had. How do I promote people? Didn't I promote her? Oh, that's right, I can't promote them to a rank higher than myself, or to the same rank as myself. Nope. Sorry, can't help. rest of my team? That's a little unnerving. Wait, did they not beam over with me? I don't want to join. I don't think they beamed over with me. So let's hope for the best.
An Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship. I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
I'll speak on by myself. Is it just this guy? Yeah, it must just be that guy. Just you? Yes, just you. I don't know who this wheel is, it's only me here. Yeah, there you guys are, just sitting there hanging out, not doing anything. Oh, hey, how's it going? Where's our captain? Oh, he was over there by, or she was over there by herself. Are you sure you can't handle it yourself? Everybody else is already over there. No, don't have them beam back in. You guys weren't there.
Leave now if you know what's good for you, Starfleet. We're taking this ship, her crew, and her cargo.
Oh, it's a great. Sorry, this is more important right now. Okay, now we'll rescue her. And it blows up. Well, it imploded, excuse me.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can. The Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment, but I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for Tranya. I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way. You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can. There's thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble if you ask me. Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem has gotten worse since the Orions allied with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids. You saved my crew. We have been having trouble with the warp core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but when the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to help stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power from the shields to the containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble and were waiting for the right time to pounce. You saved my crew. I'll go back to Bellaris for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting. You saved my crew.
Much better ship.
Well done. You saved that crew just in time.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Okay.
We have a diplomatic mission. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Aye, aye. Okay, let's equip some stuff real quick. That is better than what I have. Actually, let's give him that. Give her that. Okay. Well, we will leave off there. I was gonna just do this as just kind of a one-off thing, but I'm kind of back into it again, which, I should probably just buy a PC and just play the PC version, because I have so much more hours in there and I'm so much further. Well, we'll see where that goes. Well, anybody that actually watched, thanks for joining. Have a good rest of your Sunday. If you're getting snowed on, hopefully you're not buried by now. Take care.